Hey everybody, I'm glad you're back here. We love having you guys watch these videos. Today we're working on this 445D Ford New Holland farm tractor. And what we're doing here is we ordered what we thought was the right hand side. That'd be this side, we thought. And it's a steering ram, hydraulic ram for the steering. But when we got this one, it's not for this side. It's actually for that side. So comment in the comments, are you supposed to look at a farm tractor from the front and decide which is right and left? Or is it like a car, pickup, semi, etc., to where when you're sitting in the driver's seat, you determine which is right and left? But like I said, this one here we ordered for this side. What we wound up doing, seeing how that one was wrong, we had to order one for that side. And it showed up yesterday. It will be going on this side. We decided it wasn't a real bad idea to have both of them, because a lot of times when you have a lot of age on something like this, tractors from the 90s, we don't know if these hydraulic rams on the steering's ever been replaced. So seeing how we got the wrong side to begin with, this side is the one that's leaking. We ordered that one for the left, and it came, and it's going to go on this side. So that's what I'm going to do. What I've already done is I pulled the tractor up. I got the tools I'm going to need, because I've already pulled that one off once thinking that we had the right one, and once I got it off, I discovered nope, wrong one. This side's going to be easy to come off. The other side I don't know so much, because we haven't tried to take that one off. But what I did is I got all the tools I need, and I pulled the tractor up here where there's plenty of room to work, as you can see, and I used the bucket to lift the front end up. It may have leaked down by now, yeah, which it did. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take all the lug nuts off both tires, and then I'm going to use the bucket to pick the front tires off the ground, and I'll put jack stands underneath it to be safe. I'm going to start pulling those rams off and changing them. Safety first. As you can see, got the jack stands on both sides. Okay, first thing I did, I went ahead, got these lines off of that T right there, because not both ends swivel. I discovered that when I was trying to take this cylinder off before. That one will swivel. That's actually a hard line, but that one there does not swivel. So that's why I took it apart there. And seeing how I was already there and I'm changing both cylinders, I just went and took both lines off. I got the first nut off, which allows it to come up because we've already had it off. So now I need to take the quarter key out of there and take that nut off, and that should slide up out. And I gotta take that line off, and once I get it out, then I'll take that line off, and then it's just reverse the procedure. One of the things you want to do before you take the ram off is compare the new one to the old one, so you don't run into the problem we ran into where you take it off and then you find out you got the wrong one. You got to put the old one back on. One of the things that we have noticed is this fitting here, which as you can see is the same. This one here is at the same place. Now the new ones do not come with the fittings. Now this line here doesn't take a fitting, it's on the end of the line. But the other one here does take a fitting. Now I've already loosened it up, but you got to take it off and put it in the new ram. I recommend taking this hose off here and putting in the new ram before installing the new ram. Now also I noticed the old ram took castle nuts and had quarter keys, where the new ram does not. This one here, wherever Kaylee got it from, it's got locking nuts. This is not an over-the-road vehicle, so that's more than likely just fine. And something else I have also noticed, if you look at the very top here, there's no place for a grease fitting. These at least had grease fittings. This one doesn't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I pack grease in here before putting it on, because there's no way for me to put grease in it afterwards unless I have a needle, which I don't. I'm just going to transfer this line, and this is an O-ring fitting. I know that because I already had it off once. I'm hoping this is an O-ring fitting too. Otherwise, I'll have to use Teflon tape when I take this fitting out to put it in this one. This is an O-ring fitting. I would recommend replacing the O-rings because you don't know how long those O-rings have been in there. So it's never a bad idea to replace the O-rings, but make sure you use one recommended for the oil you're using, because they do make O-rings for different types of fluids: oil, diesel fuel, transmission fluid. O-rings are made of different types of rubber, or they add some chemicals to the rubber so they don't get destroyed. I'm going to replace this O-ring, which is just take that off, put a new one on, and then I'm going to put this fitting in here, and I'm going to do the same thing with that line there. And once I get that all on and put grease in here, then it's just putting it down and tighten these up. Cylinders are installed. How about that? Still in jack stands, because I now have to go around, and we did some research, and it takes hydraulic oil in the power steering. But I'm going to leave it on the jack stands for the moment, and I'm going to fill up the power steering. As you can see, this one's on. Once I get the power steering filled up, then I'll push the bucket down, get jack stands out, leave the wheels up in the air so I can go ahead and work the wheels back and forth to get all the air out of the system. That's all there is to it, to replacing these cylinders. I do appreciate you coming back to the channel. Continue doing that, please do. And everybody have a better day. Thank you, and we'll see you at the next video.